welcome to episode 2 of the season 2 of the Space podcast. Hosting today is you've got me, John Paul, and my twin brother Kevin.
Hello.
Joining us today, we've got
Ruby, Maisie,
Thomas,
Ellie Rose.
so we've got a new voice today, which is Maisie. I think Maisie has been on 1 or 2 of the season 1 podcasts, so she's a returning character today.
Recurring star.
This is
Recurring
season
star.
2.
Yes.
So we want to open it today just regards of it's obviously not a nice topic to talk about, but with the rise of COVID in the Liverpool, we want to just say people need to just really start wearing the masks.
And also, if you're getting symptoms, get yourself tested.
Yes,
it's not nice on everyone else if you're just thinking.
I know, but there's no tests. That's the problem. Like,
That's
I've got
it,
a teacher who's off self-isolating, and he's off because his daughter has symptoms and she can't get a test.
I watched the news, NTV news, and someone from like Merseyside got a test to Scotland, travelled to Scotland.
Yeah, Scotland's
they've
the
had to
nearest
travel
place,
a lot
isn't it?
because well, according to the news, they've had there's been over 4,000 tests on that, which I mean, it's whether
The thing is, though, they say the numbers are rising. How do they know they're rising if there's no tests?
Well, I want to
That's
bring
the
up
question.
this.
No, seriously, they're saying the numbers are rising and they've put on the radio. And my mum is sitting there going, how are they rising if there's no test? No one's got tested for
another big
That's some good
problem that
logic.
we're facing is as well. It is September going into
It's a
flu
cold. People get cold.
That's the
Especially-
thing.
and
This is
especially-
the thing.
A lot of
Everyone's forgetting we still can
a
have a
lot of
cold.
the symptoms that are for coronavirus do just be
Yeah.
symptoms for the cold,
There's
a common
different
cold.
things with if you think you've got symptoms of having a cold, then look at the other symptoms of COVID.
Yeah.
Don't just suddenly go,
Exactly.
I've got
Well,
COVID.
Someone
do
will
you know
cough
what I
in
mean?
class or something and they'll be like,
Yeah.
I know.
that person, coronavirus.
You know
You're
why?
just like, it's
you know
not.
why I hate
It's not.
it.
Look at the bright side though
Cases-
to that. That is the best way to skip a queue. Just like, cough and then everyone moves. So
You know why I
Well,
hate
Go right
it?
in front.
It teachers sending kids home with like snotty nose.
Yeah,
That's not a
it should be.
symptom.
Well,
I
Coronavirus.
understand primary school teachers being a little bit more concerned with the younger kids because younger kids.
if you think that Maisie's going further away, she's not. And Mike just keeps going lower and lower and lower.
But
and lower.
Tom's
The,
now
uh,
fixing it
Tom's
for us,
fixing
guys.
it,
Don't
don't
worry.
But kids, especially younger kids, when they cough, really, they just cough,
That's
don't
it.
they? And it's covering your mouth and things like that as
Well,
well.
they
for
don't
kids.
really
An
understand.
interesting topic which I'd like to bring up with you guys. So what they say, what they said is that the reason why we've got this big spike is, and one of the main causes is the young people, because they've been saying that the young people are the reason why we've got this spike, even though he's the one who opened up the beaches, opened up town, opened up Mackey's and all that, and the world restaurants.
But blaming the young
Blaming the
people,
younger
it's
generation.
not
Yeah.
aware. To be honest, right, I went to Asda, like, when I'm going out shopping and that, it's the younger people who are wearing masks.
That mic was just fixed, by the way.
Sorry, I just got fixed.
so you know.
It's the younger people who are wearing masks. So in our college, everyone's got their masks on straight away. No one's even told. You know, I'm walking down the road sometimes. I into town on Sunday, and I wore my mask even when I wasn't in the shop, just because it was very busy.
Yeah.
But then I'm seeing older people who are probably more high risk, and younger people and people like middle age not wearing them, and I'm thinking, don't blame us when everyone.
The thing is as
Yeah.
well now,
Do you know what I
he's
mean?
trying to bring in all these rules now, which should have been brought in.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's
Do you
a
know
bit
what
late now, isn't it?
Why?
What makes me laugh?
One
He goes,
question
he
I
says things like this. He'll go, right, no more than 6 people. Start on
Yeah,
Monday.
that's
Why
a-
not
that's
start
illegal.
now?
Start
But that's
now.
another
now,
thing,
though,
though, it
is
still doesn't
why
make
was-
sense when
why
I'm
was-
in a school, like with my
Yeah,
year,
it
like,
doesn't
Yeah.
make
Well,
sense.
it doesn't
just
affect
the kids.
schools or
Colleges,
colleges.
universities.
But it's
Or
these
get
what
this, by
makes
the way,
the
you can still have funerals,
Yeah,
weddings,
yeah.
party. I'm pretty sure it's more than 6 people,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But the thing is why was pubs and restaurants the first thing to open? If we had just gone out of
I
this
know.
thing, it had dropped, we were in a good position, and suddenly
Having a
things, "Oh, yeah,
pint
let's
isn't the
open up
most
the
important
restaurants."
thing. Do you know what I
I
mean?
Having a
understand.
Mackey's, clearly.
You know why I hate the government? Remember that like half price restaurants?
Oh, good to
Yeah.
eat out.
Eat
He's
out.
out that more
Eat
chance
out
to
to help.
get
He's helped to help
coronavirus.
out. He's helped to help out, but now it's 6 people because you went out and ate out.
Yeah,
like I
exactly.
said, you have
Yeah.
ruined it.
Well, because obviously most of you guys are in schools, and
Schools.
schools
Slash college.
slash college.
Thanks.
And
So
university.
what's that like for you guys? Obviously heading in. Obviously it's the start of the new year. You
It's
Do you know
just
what,
really
like-
confusing because if you've got a one-way system, right? Our one-way system. Sorry, my
schools
mic's
always have a
just
one-way
fallen.
system.
We
Our
don't
one-
have
we
a
always
system.
had like a one-way system type thing, but the one-way system now is you
One
come
way.
in and you can only go that way. and go up the bottom stairs. But if your classroom's right that side, so say the left, you have to walk all the way around the right side to get to that room.
See,
So say you get in for 1:15, then you sit down, you have a little talk with your mates, and then you've got to be in that lesson for 30:30. You're going to have to start your journey a bloody 1:15,
Well,
honestly.
if you're you, Maisie, then yes, because you
No,
take
like,
about
well,
20.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at the fact that as
Yeah.
Maisie's talking, her mic's going lower,
Yeah.
so her head's kind of following
Yeah.
it.
So
She's going down.
I'm just going to
See,
hold
with
it.
our school, they've completely they've zoned it out. So it's year 11 zone, 10 zone, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Yeah, we
So
got
we
that.
have our own yards, but
It's like the Hunger Games, isn't it?
Yeah, literally.
And
But
exactly.
all the times are so different. So we used to have
Yeah.
form of a morning, mainly because the buses sometimes are late. Now it's skip form, go straight into lesson 1.
That's like
So it's a lot of like we went with the reason of form was that if you came in late, you still didn't miss much education. You just missed form. Now it's straight. Maisie's gonna sing a song now.
I had to
Anyway.
take it
What
off.
it's like, what it's like in my school, we go in and I mean, it's like one corridor for year 10 and like we get told to wear the masks and some of them can't wear them because like conditions and so they get
Yeah.
lanyards. But then everyone will come out of class with no mask and I mean, and we're like the other day, the very first day, we were all cramped together in the corridor and I just felt like I had to run to some random
That was
classroom.
the thing is they're obviously saying you're in a bubble now. So I'm in year two.
I'm sorry, can I just say, you can still hear you when you're next to your microphone.
There's a microphone right in
I'm
front
in-
of
Can't
you.
hear you, even putting your hand away.
Like
isn't gonna
they've
stop
put
you
year
whispering.
13 and year 12 in their own bubbles, but when you think about it, you're not really in a bubble because say I sit on that table and someone from year 13 or year 12 who I'm not in contact with sits on that table, then you're basically with them anyway. And like in lessons, we're all on separate tables in some lessons, and then in other lessons you're on a table with 4 people.
I not start
Go on, Tom.
university yet. I start in October. But most friends of mine said mostly all the lessons be online.
Yeah.
That
That's
what
like-
it always is now.
Unis
Yeah.
especially,
That's
and I think
that's
colleges as well. most of them
Tomorrow,
are-
my drama and theatre teacher is self-isolating and my English teacher. So I've got 5 hours all on Zoom when I
It's
won't
not
be in.
easy. It's not easy, especially when you're doing that, because sometimes when it comes to
It's hard to
learning.
do drama.
you need a face to
Perf-
face.
like-
Especially
Yeah.
English because we're reading at the minute,
Yeah.
and
That's it.
with my English class we read and you talk. How can you really do that either on a screen or just like on a typing type
Well,
thing?
it-
I never found a use for class charts, which is what our school put us on, because it wasn't. Oh my God, Maisie.
What's a typing type thing?
What?
A type of she went, oh, they had one job and they stuck to two.
Off
Anyway,
So
Rose,
clearly,
I'm
our
gonna
next
struggle with
issue
this
is
straw.
the fact that Ella Rose has now got a second straw on
Well,
her drink.
it's not been easy, the whole COVID thing.
No.
So we're gonna change it on a more
There we go.
lighter
Positive
note.
notes.
Let's go
More
positive.
positive
I'd
note.
just like to say my stand will hold. But if I have to
Can we
put
just
the
say
mics on it-
Maisie is sitting like a proper like professional interviewer
It's
here,
a mic
She's got a
too
mic
heavy.
legs
and a phone,
crossed,
legs
holding the
crossed, everything.
microphone and everything.
The mic's
Now
too heavy for the
There's now
stand.
nearly 3 people helping to fix a mic stand. You can't do it on their own.
So
The mic's too heavy for the
Oh,
stand.
Kieran
Carry
to
on.
rescue! Kieran's in. Oh,
yeah, so
there's
for anyone listening, enter the room now is our ultimate technician man,
Kieran.
Kieran.
Smith.
Just say, just
Way
say,
too
I
loud.
don't like Kieran.
Kieran, just say
Kieran,
hi in
hi.
the mic a minute. I'm in the mic.
in a mic.
Kieran.
Say hi in the mic, Kieran. That was Kieran.
I honestly thought
Hello.
you'd say hi in the mic then.
Okay, that's
So-
better.
No, that's what you do.
On a
Thank
more
you. Thanks, Kay.
positive, more heroic note. So before you'll know why.
Okay.
So let me
Oh
finish.
no,
Maisie.
we're going into.
So before everyone kind of came in, we decided the issue, well, not the issue, the topic. We were going to talk about the MCU, which that's the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yay!
The
Why am
phase
I on
and
this
Okay,
one?
Maisie's
Can I
face
just
is face
say,
just
what's
off.
this
got to do,
Like
with
that
anything?
is priceless.
Because we're changing the topic.
Something about it?
Hey!
Maisie, you can give your
For anyone-
views.
I'll
and
give
then
my
some-
opinion.
You'll get your
Your opinion. So for
Your
anyone who listens in season 1, you'll know Kieran, who's
Yeah,
listening to this
Kieran.
right now.
had
Kieran.
a
He
hope.
decided, so the MCU started with Iron Man, right? There's 22 films. Kieran decided to watch the last one and not watch any of the others.
I've watched
Ahead
a
of
few
time.
Marvel films.
Okay, so,
The only
Do
Marvel
that,
film
right.
I've watched is Endgame.
oh my god, Kieran,
You've got to watch.
That
Kieran,
would
you're
be
not
like
alone.
watching-
watching,
Clearly, you're
that
not
would be
alone.
like watching the last like Harry Potter film.
I've never
That is
watched
literally-
Harry Potter.
that is literally like saying, I've never seen the Titanic and just watch them where the ship sinks, and that's it.
That's it.
That's what I
Point.
said.
You watch the
That would be
film.
like watching.
Iron Man.
No, that would be like watching Harry Potter, watching the last
I think
episodes, and
that's
being
enough.
like, "Oh, is he a
You
wizard?"
mean the last film?
But I've never
Philip,
watched Harry
is he a
Potter,
wizard?
so it's fine.
Oh, is he a wizard?
Is he a wizard?
Well, the MCU has obviously been around for. What's going on?
About a
12
couple of
years,
years.
12
Yeah.
12 years.
So,
I'll-
Maisie, which films have you seen then?
I've seen.
And if you say Superman,
Or
you
Batman.
Wonder
just leave.
Woman.
Wonder Woman's not even Marvel.
That's it.
Sorry,
Marvel.
she's DC.
Get out,
She-
get out.
Get out, mate.
Um,
Okay,
You just
do you want me
failed.
to
I've
talk?
seen that. I've seen that. My brother loves Marvel and DC, so I have been there when he's watched films. I remember him being in the house crying because of Endgame, making toast. I was like, "What's up?" And he went. I was like,
Yes, it was a very hard
"Save."
Okay.
moment for us all.
So,
nerd
to answer the
fans.
question, so which
I've-
Marvel films have you seen?
I don't
She's
really-
seen Wonder
I
Woman.
don't really know
Yes.
what I've
What
seen.
part of the MCU have you seen?
See, right,
Maybe
I've only
seen
seen-
Wonder Woman.
I've
Okay.
seen mostly
What
DC.
is- what-
Like, I like DC. Like, I do like Marvel as well, but I like
Okay, so which
Oh,
DC
have we
films
got
have you seen?
A DC
Others?
fan? Okay.
Harley Quinn's DC, isn't
Yes,
she?
maybe.
I've seen.
Say-
I love Harley
say-
Quinn.
DC is better. See, but I do
Have
like
you seen
Marvel.
any
Like,
of
I
the
have
Iron
what I'm lying.
No.
I probably have watched a
Seen
few other
Captain
movies from
America?
Marvel,
No.
but the only one I can remember is Endgame.
Okay, I watched loads of Marvel films and DC
Okay.
films.
That's good,
Yes,
Tom.
Tom-
That's
Tom
the
is-
answer.
Tom
that
is one of
people
our
need.
Question.
fellow
I
nerds.
I have a
went
question,
to
right?
Maisie's
Endgame
got
Okay.
a
in
question.
cinemas.
It's a very
Hang on,
serious
guys.
question.
Right, so Maisie's got a
Maisie's
question.
Right, can you just tell me who plays a few of the characters?
Right,
Okay,
okay.
so naming the actors you mean?
Yeah, please.
So
Okay,
Chris
go on.
I
Hem-
know all of them.
Okay,
No, hang
so
on.
let's
Right, so
just
fire away.
fire away, Maisie.
Chris
Okay, Iron Man.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
Know who that is, obviously.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here's one you'll know because most girls do because, I mean, it's him. Chris Hemsworth.
I know Chris Hemsworth
Yes, he
plays
plays
Thor.
Thor.
I know Chris Hemsworth plays Thor because I used to have him
Is
as
Captain
Thor
America.
as my lock
Chris
screen.
Pratt is Star Lord.
There's a lot of Chris's in
A lot
the
of Chris's
MCU.
in there.
Yeah.
MCU.
Isn't Spider-Man
By Tom Holland.
who isn't even nice looking? I don't get
They-
that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get the
Oh,
Tom
that's
Holland
Spider-Man.
obsession.
It is.
Sorry, Tom.
Can I just say
Tom,
as well?
if you're ever listening, I do apologise.
Can I just
for
say
I
as well?
don't get
So
the
in my
obsession.
opinion, right, Tom Holland, I believe he's one of those actors that in like 3 years' time, he's not going to be in nothing.
He's only plays them parts because his mum and dad were really big famous people who own their own thing
I
or
guess we're ripping
something.
into Tom Holland today
I
then.
know, yeah.
Well,
No, he's
This
a
is
really
Maisie saying
good
this, by
actor.
the way.
No, he is a good actor, but he wasn't an actor that started from nothing and built his way up. He was already from somewhere.
However, the Spider-Man, there's 3 actors done Spider-Man.
Oh, yes.
yeah,
Spider-Man.
3 people have played Spider-Man.
Okay,
like
here's
like
a
the
good-
Batman.
Here's a question I want to ask all you, and we'll answer it one at a time.
Okay.
Right. Out of so there's been 3 people who's played Spider-Man.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Who's the best?
Okay,
Who's
so,
played Spider-Man?
No, say
Right. Okay,
Toby
so
Maguire,
so
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
okay, so let's one at a
I
time.
know, I've seen
so
that one.
One at a time. So we're gonna start with Ellie Rose.
I don't know because I don't know any of them
Okay,
except from
moving
Tom
on. Moving on
Holland.
from Ellie
Oh.
Rose.
I have actually seen Spider-Man.
So
okay,
Kev.
I am going to say the OG, just Tobey Maguire. I think hands down he was the best Spider-Man.
Tom.
I'd agree with Kev. With the actor, he's the proper one.
Tobey
Okay,
Maguire's
amazing.
Yeah.
I want to say Andrew Garfield, but I have a question. Was that the one that who?
played
what-
Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Gwen
What's the
Stacy.
girl's name?
Gwen
Emma
Stacy.
Stone. Gwen Stacy.
That was the one that I've seen them that one because and I just think he was really good in it and I really like Emma
Okay,
Stone.
Ruby.
Ooh.
He was like
Whoa.
I have to break your my vote.
Careful.
Second time that's happened. I don't know because I think with all of them they all brought something different. Like the thing with like all of them is like he's meant to be the 16-year-old kid from Queens, and they all
Spin Web.
played him
Yeah.
in a different. They all played him in a different
Yeah.
way that
Yeah,
it
the powers of
suited
the
each
spider.
actor. So the way Toby played him, it was just perfect. Tom played him perfect, and like they all played him
But the
differently.
reason
But it
why
all
they played
mixed.
different was because they're not
Different
playing the
universe.
same
No,
Spider-Man.
they're not
Yeah,
all. They're not
different
playing the
Well, do
same
you know what
Spider-Man.
always
So
confuses
you can't
me?
really say
Yeah.
which one was better.
What
Can't see
confuses
which one was
Yeah.
better
What
because they all
confuses
different.
me with all shows and all things like that, right? The character's 16 and they're played by like a 35-year-old.
Young age.
I don't
And
think
I'm
Tom
watching
Holland's
it
go,
35.
Tom
well, you
Holland's
know what I
like
mean?
20.
He's like
Holland's
20
like 20.
something. But you know when you're watching it and you go, you're not 16 now. Like, I
Yeah,
can't
that's
relate.
so many things.
Kind of like the Vampire
You got-
Diaries where they're meant to be in
No,
high school.
exactly. As much as I love the show and it's my favourite show.
Sorry, Tom
Wait.
patiently got his hand up for you.
Sorry,
Tom.
Trying to say something
Who,
from
Carry on.
who's that Spider-Man? The kid?
Which one?
The new like cartoon one, but it's a kid.
Oh, that's Into Spider-Verse.
Yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's
but
Into Spider-Man.
God, yeah, I
Who-
forgot
Miles
about that.
Morales.
Yeah, but
So that's a different version of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's where in the universe of that Spider-Man, Peter
That's what
Parker he died,
Yeah.
and
Oh my
Miles Morales
God.
was then bit by another radioactive spider, and he became the new Spider-Man.
I have such a funny thing
Yeah,
to say.
there's a lot of hands up here.
Come on now.
Okay, for that.
I have a no.
That's what you're doing now?
I have such a funny idea, a funny thing to say. So
I think with the Vampire Diaries, yeah, Maisie, right, we're going into a conversation about Vampire Diaries now. Right.
It was MC. Wait, okay.
The
It went
meant
from
to be.
coronavirus to
The
MCU to DC to MCU to the Vampire
No, they
Diaries.
say that they never like age, but then if you watch it, you don't really know. But then you look and you're like, yeah, you can tell that he's an ager.
Maisie's showing us things.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Right,
I
okay.
want to know what this is. Right, can't I know? Why am I not getting?
She's going to show you now. It's on the phone.
There's a message going around to
The
everyone.
message going around, guys. for
Through
those who
text, Maisie is showing everyone.
So we've got a lot of, there's a lot of different people in regards. Obviously, there's nerds, we've got gamers, we've got
Normal
we've got normal people.
Normal people.
I'm
There's
messing, I'm
the
messing,
word
I'm
normal
messing.
does not exist in here.
Sorry, I'm
so
joking.
we've got vampire lovers.
Well, yeah.
Woo!
So speaking of that, then, so we'll go round. In what category would you describe yourself as a person? In regards to things like that, like gaming, nerds.
Yeah.
Normal.
So we'll start with a Rose again, might as well, and then
So
we'll
wait,
go
what
round.
are we doing?
So where would
describe-
you
so-
put yourself in? Describe yourself for the guy.
So what type of person are you? What you like? What category would you
So
be in?
would you? So yeah. So I'll start. So I will put myself as a gamer and a comic book nerd because I've had the PS2 then. Well, no, PS1, PS2, PS3.
Well, no, we had the
PS4.
we had the Sega, we had the Nintendo 64.
Oh my God, the
We got
Sega.
way after that.
Dreamcast. Oh, that was
Dreamcast,
such
yeah,
a good
Do I
console.
count as a gamer if I play on the Wii?
No.
No, just no. I play the Wii.
Yeah. Okay, so
She
Tom.
plays Wii Sports
Okay.
and it's starting to go, I'm a gamer girl.
I can't add myself as gamer because I got like all the old games like the Game Boy, the Snake, the Whistle Tendo, the Xbox and PlayStation 4, and then another one is into DC, Batman,
You
Superman,
So comic book nerd.
Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Well, for those who also don't know, Tom has got a few tattoos.
Yeah.
Tom, if you want to describe that for us.
Okay, I like Sonic, and I got Sonic the Hedgehog tattoo with Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, and Dr. Robotmus.
So for those who don't know, that's characters from one of probably the oldest games.
Even I used to.
Definitely.
Even I
Yeah.
used
Definitely
to play
one of those
that.
Sonic
going.
the Hedgehog.
Used
It's
to
a
love
recent
that.
film got brought out. Was it last year?
Last year, I think it was.
Last year, yeah.
Oh, I
yeah,
like
quite
your
did.
top,
Jim
mate.
Carrey was
Dr.
Dr.
Who, yeah.
Oh my
So-
god, I
Tom,
see
Maisie.
it. God.
As a person.
I love.
Not normal.
I'm not normal. I love a good love a good vampire. Yeah.
Yes,
Anything supernatural kind of, or anything
no. Damon Salvatore related.
Ian Somerhalder
Ian
related.
Somerhalder.
No,
Yeah.
I love vampires anyway. I used to love Twilight, and then I realised how bad they were
Oh
when
my
I watched
God.
vampire shows.
Twilight is.
It was just shocking, wasn't it? But I don't know. I suppose I'm quite girly and quite outgoing and can't shut
You're
up.
quite you like this like the vintage style as well.
Oh
don't
my
you?
god, I love
quite-
vintage
I know.
clothes. I bought a berry.
A
that you
shoes
put on
that
your
look
head.
like Nan shoes, yeah.
Thanks. No, I love like the 60s and 50s, and my dream was to just be in that era.
Live in the 60s.
Also, do you know what I've just forgot? I'm a musical gal. I love
same.
musicals. That's my
Same.
thing.
Something we all are, yeah.
Musicals is just
Right,
Yeah.
Whoopee, whoopee, whoopee.
We haven't done that in ages.
I know.
Literally
How
ages.
long has it been? Wow.
Can I do one more time?
Go on then.
Whoopee, whoopee, whoopee.
Every time.
Yeah.
No, I guess I'd say I'm a gamer. I love my PS4, playing on all them games, sort of thing. I'm on it a lot, too much. Some people would.
There's never too much.
Never too much.
There's never too much, no.
Never too much.
I think I'd go with the supernatural. I love a good supernatural. I'm not the keenest on vampires, gotta say. Bit
The
weird.
look Maisie give them.
I love werewolves though. Gotta say,
Werewolves
I'm a teen
are the
wolf.
best.
I'm a teen wolf gal.
Yeah, but werewolves
You
are
know,
not.
Do you
so-
like anything with ghosts then?
Oh, I love ghosts.
Can we just stop there? Can we just So Russo werewolves, and then Ellie Rose just said, "Well, werewolves aren't human."
Yeah, I know
don't think
vampires.
Vampires aren't
Yes, I
either.
know, but at least they look human. Werewolves, like they're terrible.
Oh yeah, 'cause the person with fangs is like, you know,
I-
and they can eat your
I-
throat.
I get where she's
vampires
coming
actually do not look like vampires until they actually show.
Right, little thing. Can we all start talking over each other? Because no one's going to know what we're saying. But what I was going to say, sorry, is when Tom said about ghosts, it just made me think what I forgot to say. I absolutely love murderers and psychopaths. Honestly, anything to do with a murderer or a psychopath show, or, you know, I love, like, anything that's real. So there's, like, the Ted Bundy story and Jack the Ripper, anything like that is super
Maybe
For
interesting.
those
there
who-
is a anti one show called Des.
I've been watching
Yeah.
that, yeah.
I-
Anything
Well,
murder
for those
related.
who like murder related and, you know, kind of like psycho stuff, this is something you might think
Add
you might
me
like
on
maybe.
Snap.
There's a show on Netflix called Slasher.
Yeah.
There's
I'm going
3
to start that.
seasons, and each season is a different like slasher story, but it's honestly one of the best well written slasher shows I've probably watched, and I recommend it for
Slasher
anyone.
shows? You mean like murder shows?
Yeah, but it's in that genre like
Oh.
slasher.
Also,
slasher.
there's someone
It's
called-
quite unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's quite on the gore side. So if you're not
Okay.
And
into-
also there's a Netflix series called The Fall. F-A.
I've watched that, Jamie Dornan.
Yeah, it's about
Fall,
this-
yes,
yeah.
Jamie
It's the
Dornan.
same thing.
Do you know what I?
If you know who Jamie Dornan is, watch it.
So
Yeah.
JB.
But as a person, I think I kind of fall under probably the same categories as well you, Kev.
We are twins.
We are twins.
Twins.
So obviously, comic book nerd, gamer, massive gamer. I've been on the Avengers game, been playing that for anyone who's been playing it. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Supernatural. Now, when it comes to the question between werewolves and vampires, I've got to go probably in between, and I'll just go a hybrid. Love me some Klaus.
Perf.
Definitely loves me some Klaus.
And Hayley.
What about
And
Michael
Haley.
from Underworld?
Underworld, yes, Michael. I think he's the original hybrid. Musical, obviously, because we do musical theatre here. Tattoos, for those who probably don't know, I've got.
About 100.
Oh, they've got
Got up, I
those.
think 16 up to now. I think I'm getting a few more. Ellie Rose is going out.
Sorry,
taking a
not
call.
no one's running on the
No
spot.
one's
Ellie
running,
Rose
yeah.
had a call.
Yeah, and I think I'm quite like. I think I can't explain. Can't explain to me.
So,
Well, do you know
Ruby
what?
has a question.
Sorry, carry on, Rube.
So, no,
Didn't
were
even
you going
start.
to keep on topic? Because I was going to change topics. If you're going to keep on topic, you
No,
say
I
keep
was
it.
just saying, you know, when we were mentioning stuff, do you know what
What about that
completely blew out my mind? Is I remember at like the beginning, when TikTok came out, I was going, oh, that's so pathetic, so childish.
It's like Dub Smash.
I
version.
might be a little bit obsessed.
A little bit.
But my, you know, everyone's feed or like the For You page, mine is either Vampire Diary stuff or Grey's Anatomy or murderers. People must think I have like problems, like psychiatric problems when they
Maisie,
look through
that's
my
because
For
you
You
do.
page.
Oh no,
Can I
I'm
just say as
obsessed.
well?
I can't. I
am
don't even
obsessed
do
with
the
TikTok.
dances or not, and I can do that one. But
Right, so
the
we've got
Savage Love one.
the last person to explain himself will be Ellie Rose.
Hello.
So a little bit of.
I know.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, like I love. Everyone knows like I'm like a big TV series like gal. Like I will watch anything. Like I'm a very like old one though. Like I will watch ones from like years and years and years and years and years ago.
They're the best.
Like One Tree Hill, that is my all-time favourite. I absolutely love that. And then obviously like there's like newish ones, and like there was one from a few years ago, like Pretty Little Liars, Vampire Diaries, you know, I don't know, Glee, everything like that. Like I love all stuff like that. Right, you know what's a good one? What I absolutely love, and it's on BBC iPlayer. Killing Eve.
I love
Oh
Jodie
my God,
Comer.
Phil and Elle. How amazing is she?
Every time I
How good
watch
is
it
Jodie
though.
Comer?
Every time I
Comer,
watch it though
whatever
now, so the person who plays Eve plays Christina Yang in Grey's Anatomy, and
Oh, I know, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
watching it now, and I watch the newest season after I finish Grey's again. And I'm watching it going, oh my God, don't hate Christina, because I forget that they play other characters.
Yeah, but it's like I love Killing Eve. It's so good.
Speaking of
And-
character.
And just want to know that I started watching Lucifer. Bad
Great
sick.
series.
Lucifer.
Oh, it's so
He's
good. Right,
gorgeous.
if the devil's real, yeah, just saying. Right, please be like Lucifer in that TV.
That, do you know what it
He's a
shows
belter.
though? Right, honestly,
love
it
him.
shows because he plays. Have you ever watched Miranda?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
plays. Is his name Tom in Miranda? He plays Tom, and I'm watching it because he's so
No, it's
sweet. in
Gary.
Miranda. Gary, and
Gary,
then
yeah.
we're watching him as Lucifer and going, oh, when did he get sex? I'm like, oh.
Speaking
I love
of
Detective and F.
Speaking of
we got
characters,
Ruby. We got
speaking of
Ruby,
characters,
we
they're
got-
quick. The guy who played Black Panther in the MCU,
Yeah.
he recently
Oh.
passed away.
That was so sad.
It's quite a heartbreaking story, and he fought, I think, for past four years. Every film he done, he fought through it all, what he was going through. And I think he's an inspiration to a lot of young people out there, and especially to the actors out there, because he went through a lot, and he passed away within the surrounding.
What's the
bodies.
last film what he
family.
done then? Is
It was
Black,
it was
Black Panther
Endgame.
2 or Black
No,
Panther?
he was getting ready for Black Panther 2, but unfortunately,
Yeah.
passed away. So I just wanted to take the time on here just to kind of give him a little mention, because he really was an amazing human being.
I think he just showed like proper strength as well.
I'm sorry, and I think Ellie Rose and me just Snapchatting between each other.
I just had the
Doing something.
FaceTime on, like Lucy is one of the tech people, to say that my mic's broke again. And then I had it on silent so no Damon and Ellie Rose just watching me weeing herself laughing.
No, it wasn't. I was visiting you. Right. Oh, yeah, no, because I
that's
wanted
all,
to think.
Lucy.
The mic's
Lucy,
too
just,
heavy.
Just give a little high for us.
The mic's
That's
the
our
mic's
new
too heavy for
tech
the
girl,
stand.
Lucy.
No, but I never even got to finish what I was saying, by the way, guys. How sad.
Carry on.
So
I got
moving on.
interrupted.
So moving on.
Ew, what was that now?
We
Go on then,
got a
finish.
question.
Yeah, no, well, still,
You'll have to
Like,
wait moving
I
forward.
am.
After Eddie
a big-
Rose.
I love music as well, and musicals and stuff like that. Bam.
Well, Ellie Rose
yeah,
can
done.
sing very well.
Oh,
actually,
she's
for those who don't know.
fantastic. She
She's
doesn't
got
believe in
an
herself
amazing
enough.
voice. I think she recently went to the school. She recently played the lead in Hairspray. Amazing
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Like,
Can
Ruby
you
has
believe
hand,
that was
has,
like a
has,
year ago?
has had that's the tongue twister.
I
Has
know, that
had
was a
her
year
hand
ago.
up
For ages.
for ages.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I
Thank
love
you.
how I finished that
Thank
for
you.
you.
so anyway, guys, what's thinking of the?
And
Go on,
dancing.
Go on, Rim.
Okay, go on. We'll stop now. It's all yours. The floor's yours.
I was just
So,
Yeah.
right. I was just gonna say, like, we've everyone's, when they've said about their personalities and stuff, a lot of us have mentioned about musicals and our drama stuff. So here's a question for everyone. We've done a lot of shows in space past. So in the future, if there was one musical you could either do again or do for the first time, what would it be?
Ooh,
so
that's difficult
let's
though.
start with Ellie Rose. Or not?
There's a
Let's
spider in the
start-
bag and Ellie Rose is scared. Like Maisie.
Okay, guys. It's only a spider.
Let's start with you, Kev, if you want.
Bring the volume down.
Ellie Rose, it's your turn. It's your go.
Yeah.
So if
So
you could do a
if
show,
you could
any
do
musical.
any musical, any piece,
Any
anything.
musical, or it doesn't even have to be a
Future-wise,
musical. Any
anything you-
show,
yeah.
Right, let me
anything.
just think anything, like anything. Like,
Anything.
it doesn't have to be musical. It'd be,
No, anything.
does it have to be a
Just-
show? Can it be anything?
Anything.
Anything. If I could do anything.
Musical, like if there was any musical you wanted to do or a drama thing, what would it
Sorry,
be?
our tech girl Lucy has come to say today to get this with the spider.
That's
my
my only. I'm not
Like an
scared of
ant.
anything except
like
for
an ant.
spiders. Really, it's really pathetic. Probably.
It looked like an
So-
ant.
Right,
But
so
I
what
need
was,
to
so
know.
if you could do musical.
Man up.
If I could do musical, does it have to be a musical now? Right. If I could do anything, sorry. Oh, right. This is a good one to think about. Do you know what I really want to be in? Can I say this? Taken. Do you know the movies? Taken with Liam Neeson. All three of them.
That wasn't the answer. The question.
Yeah,
that
but you
was
said I could
asked.
say anything.
No, like
We're
it
getting a
was a
little
show.
dance
All
off
right,
our
that will do.
tech girl Lucy.
That still will do. So shh, and let me just start moving.
Okay,
Okay.
Kev.
Ella Rose wants to be in the musical version of Taken.
Not musical version. How can that be a musical version? The flipping girl gets
I
kidnapped.
know where you
and
live. I
everything.
know where you
She
are.
could be like, I've been kidnapped. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll turn it into a musical version.
So,
I
Kev,
just
That's
wanna
best
work with
selling number
Liam
one, that
Neeson.
Maisie.
Okay.
I think
Number
in
one, that
Um,
Christmas.
think I'd have to say probably one of my favorite musical would either be Sweeney Todd. I think.
Go back to you.
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd. That'd be so good to do.
That'd be sick.
Okay,
That'd
Tom.
be boss to do.
I only done one, but I was a couple with Beth. But the favourite one there is it's going to be the Jungle Book.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Good
I didn't do Jungle Book.
done the jungle.
I was doing GCSEs at the
I was
time.
the very,
I've got
very,
my one now.
very, campus snake.
You were fantastic.
I think I
I
can play it
came
very
and
well.
watched it because I wasn't
You know
in
what's
it 'cause
even
of
better then?
GCSEs. So
JP playing the snake, right? He
JP
stutters
is
as well.
snake.
Yeah, stutter.
So saying with the snake, he just says.
I said that, didn't I? I was like, oh,
Just
he's
hit-
trying to get his
just make
line
it
out.
run.
Don't worry.
For those who do have one, it's okay to have one.
No, honestly, I'm not just taking the mick out of people with it. It's
We
just
do.
I just do it to JP because why not?
Yes, because that's
I
kind
do
of
the same thing.
That's our friendship. Our
Can I
friendship's
tell
built
everyone
off
a
hate.
quick little story?
Go on.
Right. It's the funniest
Don't
thing.
say there's this fly, right?
No,
Don't.
I won't. I'm not
Did these
JP.
fly, right?
So me and JP, we went to Hugh Bade University. I think it was like 2-3 years ago. Anyway,
2 years, yeah.
we went to the library, and the librarian working there, he also had a stutter.
Oh God.
Right. And the conversation was just would stop about 10 seconds. It was hello, I need this book. Who wrote it? This person. I'll find it. Because the guy had the stutter and JP had the stutter, it took them about 10 minutes.
Because they make
Right.
it worse for each other.
Yeah.
don't
So
they?
if anyone
Well,
not knowing, if you have a
like people with
stutter
Tourette's
and
as
someone
well,
else
isn't
stutters,
it?
Yes.
it makes it worse.
I can speak from experience when I've met a few people who do have a stutter, and when they have a stutter, I get nervous and laugh, but then I'm trying to explain that I have one too. Now, this conversation between me and this librarian, he was trying to say hello, stuttering. I was trying to say hello, stuttering. I was trying to explain to him that I have a stutter and it's okay that if he's stuttering, and it just went on. Now, what made it worse was that Kevin was stood behind him, standing up against the wall, red in the face with laughter. So what made me, because I'm trying to talk, and then there's Kevin behind me, literally crying. He's crying with laughter here.
Oh, so
And it also happened when I worked on a bar. A person came up for a drink and tried to ask for a drink, and he had a stutter. And he stuttered on the drink. I stuttered on the drink. He eventually just walked away.
Not on the
because-
actual
Not on
drink.
the actual drink, just ordered the drink. And the manager was just stood behind me and just started laughing. And he then came back, and I got the confidence to go over, and I done my breathing exercises, and I said to him, I have a stutter too, it's okay. You just take your time. And he just started laughing. Then I started laughing.
do you ever think
dead
maybe,
calm.
and he was just drunk?
Well, no, because the more drunk he got, the more fluent his speech got.
It's mad, doesn't you think?
Yeah,
Like
it's
the
mad,
opposite
yeah.
way
That's
around.
crazy
is,
stuff
yeah.
like that, isn't it?
Okay, so Maisie, what's your music?
Oh, do you know what? Right, me mic's broke again. I would love to do. I think Joe, we'd never be able to. This mic keeps wrong. We'd never be able to. I'd love to do like Les Mis or something like
Oh,
that. But do you know
God.
what? I love Funny Girl. Love to do Funny Girl or Hamilton. Just something that's a little bit different that we wouldn't have done.
Yeah.
But to do something again, I love doing anything. I like emotional things. So when we did
The Secret.
The Secret, apart from the fact that I had to play JP's girlfriend, everyone else was
wow.
incredible about it. It was so
Thanks.
fun to do.
That was such an emotional.
It was so emotional and so because it was true, it made it more. I don't know what the word is. Made me want
I
to
think
do
we
it
as a cast,
more.
we as a cast cried a lot.
We
during
did
that.
constantly.
Done that well.
So Ruby, musical. Which one you want to do?
Yeah, but every time I do it, it just stops falling again.
That's Maisie talking to our tech person again.
Thank you.
Lulu.
Thank you.
She's holding the mic. So Ruby.
Well, my fave ever musical, and I always say it's my favorite musical.
Which we all know.
Oh.
Grease. And a lot of people, they're like, oh, we've done it so many times, but like, it's just my favorite one, just because it's so happy, like they're all dancing. But if I could do something again, I think I'd probably go with Maisie and do The Secret, just because like how emotional it was, but also how much like I know it was really emotional, but we had
Secret too.
so much fun doing it.
We did.
Like we just some of the scenes. If we could do a bloopers like a gag reel, it would be
There was-
hilarious.
there
Just
was
us trying to
one-
get
one
through.
It was
blooper.
any time that
One-
we had to, me and JP had to do this thing where we had to run off holding hands, and every time we've done it, I have really sweaty hands, and we didn't in JP's hands, and it just like squeezing as we ran
Right.
off. We started laughing.
We came
that
in
much.
early for rehearsal,
was
me,
just
Kevin,
too
JP,
much.
and we would, because obviously there's the scene where they're having an argument about what's happening in Hungary,
Oh,
and I
how
come
many
in, go, and I just say this funny line.
And no
Right,
one came.
that wasn't the thing that we were struggling on. The struggling was
No,
that
what
when they
was, yeah.
lifted their heads up to look at
So
each
all
other,
me
they
and
just
Kevin had to
couldn't.
do, so for those who don't know, who haven't seen it, I was playing the son, Kevin was playing the father, And there was in the scene,
were very
all I
annoyed.
had to do was turn and look at Kevin, and somehow we just couldn't do it. We just, every time we looked at each other, we just burst out laughing. It was this simple thing. It took us weeks just to
It
get over
did.
it. And the way we got over it was, I remember we done it one time, and instead of looking at Kevin, I looked down slightly, and somehow that just worked.
But there was that scene as well with the cake where Ruby had to come and say he wants cake, and we were backstage, weren't we? Me and you, sorry, you can't say, me and Lucy, and there was like this cake, and by the end of like the show, that cake was gone. And we didn't, and there was muffins, and there wasn't the bread that the bread. I kept eating the middle of the bread, and then they had to use the scene next, and it was just the middle of the bread miss.
I had to buy like all new cakes and bread for like the next show the next day because we just ate all of it.
And she had to bring. We did 2 shows in
Show business.
one day, and she had to bring 2 cakes and was like, "Don't eat the cake." And we were like licking the icing off the angel cakes, not licking. Use nothing, get that.
See, now, I think if I was to do a musical, one of the ones I really would like to do, and this was my first ever show I'd done when I was younger. I think I'd done it. It was first. I think I must have been year 6. Was Little Shop of Horrors. It's one of my favourite ones to do because it's such a fun musical. It's the characters are dead funny. Everything's dead. Just great about it. So we've talked about a lot during the set. Yes, Maisie.
Sorry, I forgot to say something before. Me and Lucy just forgot them. We really want to do Rocky Horror, the Rocky Horror Show.
That's a great one to do.
And I just think that'll be such a really fun, energetic thing to do. And
I just don't think it would be very child friendly because even just like the outfits, like imagine like JP as Rocky or like the little kids would be mortified. No offense.
that's what we
So,
always have to. That's what we always
Insulting
say.
away.
Is we kind of need to. Obviously, the thing is when we
Make
ever
it
do
child-friendly.
anything, that is, there's like
Some
used
certain
to
audience.
25, and then there's like people who we've got in the younger group who were like, Kashai is what 10, 11, 8, 9. Do you know what I
There's a
mean?
wide age
5.
range in space.
There's a big wide age. Like I'd say I'm probably the middle, like of 17. Me and Lucy are 17. Do you know what I mean? But yeah.
So we spoke about a lot today. It's always obviously this is only the second episode, and we have got many more. We'll be doing I think as many episodes as we can really, and we'll be talking
Many
about a
more
lot.
topics to come.
Many more topics to come. This again has just been kind of a fun session. It's a chance for all of us just to reminisce and kind of talk about ourselves really, and it's a way for you listeners to kind of get to know us a little bit better. I think next week we will try and not talk over each other as much.
Yeah.
Next week, I think we talk more about space.
We will, we'll be talking about space.
And explain what
Yeah,
space
we need
is.
new people, don't
Yes.
we? And with it being September, it'll be perfect time.
To be fair, this is our first like one that we've
Yeah.
done without someone else like
Yes.
hosting it, telling us what our things. This
Yeah.
is like a little test
So I
step
think
to test the waters.
on our way out of the session, I think if we just get a nice bye from everyone. So from JP, it's a bye from me.
From Ruby, it's a bye from me.
From Maisie, it's a bye from me.
For Thomas, a bye for me.
From Kevin, it's a goodbye from me.
From Ellie Rose, it's a goodbye.
So signing out from our second episode of the season 2 of the Space Podcast. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It'll be up on YouTube soon. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter,
all
Discord.
Facebook, and all that.
social media platforms. And to end on quite a funny note, Lucy has just hit Maisie in the face with a microphone.
I'm actually bleeding.
So with that, we're going to end. So
so
thanks
you
for
guys
listening, everyone.
and goodbye and sign out.